It took me years of literally getting no views on YouTube to realize what I'm about to tell you now, because no views on YouTube is a thing, and I'm telling you, there are going to be different phases that you have to pass through when you do not get views. I'm going to tell you what I finally realized, and just make sure you watch the video to the very end. See, in the beginning, you're going to be feeling like, okay, you are not good enough. You need to create this video to be able to get more views. You're going to be pumped up. You're going to motivate yourself and create the next video and realize that it's the same thing. No views. You're going to tell yourself, no, I'm going to be able to do it. If others are getting views, I see no reason why I will not get views. You create the next video, 0 views, sometimes 2 views. Sometimes you spend so much hour crafting a very good video that in your own opinion, you are very, very sure that you have done a good job. And even you show the videos to your friends, to your parents, or whoever you want to share your videos with, they tell you, come on guy, this is a very good video, and there's just no reason under the sun where the videos would not get views. You post it on YouTube, boom, the same thing, 15 views, 17 views, and the video dies off. I'm telling you, this is a very discomforting place to be in. You're going to be discouraged. Because you are human. You are not a cyborg or a robot. There's going to come a point where you're going to be angry. Like I said, there's going to be so many phases to it. There's going to be a phase where you'll be like, doesn't really matter. There's going to be another phase where you'll be like, this thing, what the hell is going on? It's going to be a phase where you will be so sad. You will be discouraged. You will just feel like, not creating content anymore. I'm telling you guys, I literally went through all these different phases of pain. Watching these videos that you've spent so much energy in creating just crumble before your very face, and no one is giving you a very reliable explanation on why this is happening. You go to Reddit, you see all sorts of explanations, all sorts of theories. Sometimes you be in a phase where you feel like your account is being marked out just not to grow, and at another time you feel like, yes, there's going to be hope. It's going to be a major roller coaster. I'm telling you guys, this thing is real, and it's going to have a lot of effect on your mental health if you are so hell-bent on making this thing work. Everything I have painted to you now, that was me a few weeks ago. Up until a few weeks ago, that was how I was living. I was going through this constant pain of trying to make this thing work, trying to make sure that every video I upload, sees the light of day. I was doing what I had to do for my side, making all the changes, going in heavily on editing, going in heavily on storytelling. At the end of the day, it wasn't just working the way it should work or the way I expected it, because I felt like haven't taken time to create these videos. You naturally need to get some view, some confirmation to the fact that I was being consistent on YouTube. I was posting videos, but it wasn't the success I was looking for here, which was in terms of views, because prior to now, like I said, I was just focusing on the wrong thing. But the metrics I was focusing on wasn't coming, and I felt really stressed out about it. But today, now that I know what I know, I'm going to tell you guys, I made a decision to myself that, look, if this is all I have to keep doing, which is just creating content that will help somebody on the other side, this is just enough for me. You see, I'm committed now to creating content, views or no views. And I'm telling you guys, until you do not get to this stage of your content creator journey, you are going to constantly be stressed out. The moment I realized that this is a service for me that I need to do, YouTube monetization or not, the videos getting views or not, I'm going to keep posting on this platform as long as I'm allowed to post here, as long as YouTube is not officially writing me to say, look, we do not want your videos here on this platform. I am going to keep doing what I have to do, which is showing up, creating content that might be helpful to somebody on the other side. How do I know that this content is going to be helpful? Well, I know this because if you go onto Reddit, you're going to see a lot of people lamenting the fact that the videos that they have taken pains to create are not being distributed the way they should. I know this is happening. Go to Google, go to Facebook. It's the same thing. Go to Instagram, TikTok. People are lamenting this fact, and a lot of people are being stressed about it. And this video is meant to tell you that, look, The moment you begin to see YouTube as a view or a numbers game, you are actually reinforcing your stress situation. But the moment you begin to, back up and see it as your own little avenue to touch the life or a life on the other side, your little, service to humanity, a service that you can do thanks to the platform called YouTube. Because ideally, what you needed to do was to go out, look for a public place where people are gathered and begin to tell them this thing that you can now do from the comfort of your home, in the comfort of your office, on your balcony. You can sit down now, using YouTube as a platform and reach somebody on the other side, which is, if you have time, of course, you can sit down and realize that, look, in this particular thing, I have a little bit of experience. I've gone through it. I had a problem. The problem was kind of choking me. This was how I was able to solve it. And so, because you have had that problem, there is every guarantee that somebody on the other side will have that same kind of problem. And when you sit down and say, look, I want to be able to touch a life, I want to be able to help somebody on the other side, I want to put on my camera and talk to it, first of all, you are going to disengage yourself from that stress that you constantly feel when you have to make a video. You are going to be disengaged also from the stress of you constantly tracking the views on YouTube and feeling discouraged about it. And you are going to see that gradually it has not become very easy for you to make content. I'm sitting here now. This is going to be the third content I am making, because now I'm no longer driven by the views. I'm no longer driven by if YouTube decides to push the video out, or if YouTube decides the video is good or not. I am actually driven with the passion to help somebody on the other side, sharing my experience, sharing a tip or two that can make the burden that somebody else somewhere in the world is currently experiencing. It is going to be very, very impossible not to have somebody that has a similar situation like this, which is, you are posting videos day and night, you are ticking the checkbox of being consistent, you are tracking every metrics on YouTube, you are making sure that you are doing what you have to do, you are editing your videos, you are writing scripts, you are making the due research and targeting a particular niche, and it's not getting any views, and you are being stressed about it. It's going to be highly, highly impossible not to have a group of people like this that would like to hear a message like this, a message of hope, a message of assurance that, look, if you are still focusing on views right now, you might be hurting yourself, you might be doing something wrong. Pull back and see this whole thing that you are doing as part of a larger service. YouTube itself is doing its own part to create a platform like this. You also have to do your own part, target a little niche and be seen to be helpful in that niche. Try to provide good, good videos that helps the life of somebody on the other side. And views will ultimately come. It could be one view today, one view tomorrow, one view next tomorrow. But the more people that you are passionate about helping, you are passionate about giving the tips that have helped you to overcome a certain situation that you overcame. It could be financial, it could be marital, it could be business situations. The more you are passionate about sharing this with somebody on the other side, the views that you seek would just naturally come. It's going to be a byproduct of your service. This I also just realized a few weeks ago, and I felt like sharing it with you will also go a long way to helping you. If this video has given you some form of value, please do me a favor. Go to the like section, click on the like button, consider subscribing to my channel. Until I see you again in the next video, peace out.